Up next on News 19 at noon, hot weather and more chances for rain. We'll take a look at your holiday forecast. And an arrest and a murder at a Midlands gas station, how deputies found their suspects. News 19 at noon starts in just 1 minute.
From the station that's on your side, you're watching News 19 at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for watching. I'm Sonia Gutierrez. Darcy has the day off. We've seen some pretty heavy rain over the past 2 days, even some thunderstorms at times. With these warm temperatures, we have chances for more storms today. Let's get to Efren Afarte for a look at what to expect for the rest of the afternoon.
Sonia, this morning, many parts of the Midlands was experiencing a lot of heavy rainfall and a few thunderstorms, and now even more thunderstorms have been firing off in parts of east central Georgia, now moving into the upstate. The amounts of rain that we're getting right now is light and scattered anywhere from along I-20 from Aiken into northern Lexington County, moving into parts of Richland as well as Fairfield County. Now, we are now dealing with very warm temperatures. We are sitting right now 72 in Sumter, 73 in Bishopville, 64 in Newberry. Cooler where the rain has been moving through a lot, 72 in Columbia. The winds have been picking up now in excess of 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the south-southeast, and now we are under a slight risk for most of the Midlands for later on this afternoon. We're looking at a high of 74 degrees with showers and thunderstorms, very strong winds gusting up to 25 miles an hour, light winds tonight, and a low of 67 degrees. Then tomorrow, 80 degrees with a chance for a thunderstorm or two. We'll take a look at the 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Sonia?
Thank you so much, Efren. Now, new numbers are raising questions about how many people got flood-related food stamps. The numbers are nearly double compared to those who applied for federal flood help. More than 184,000 people were approved for one-time disaster food assistance, according to FEMA and the State Department of Social Services. At the same time, about 96,000 people registered for FEMA. Some lawmakers have questioned if obtaining these food stamps was too easy or if there is a possibility of fraud in the large numbers of people who signed up. Now, 2 arrests have been made in a robbery and on a shooting in Richland County gas station. 19-year-old Eben Gadsden and 21-year-old Ryan Alston are charged with murder, armed robbery, and kidnapping. Deputies say they robbed 2 men who were sitting in their car at Sphinx gas station on Lee Road back on December 13th. 20-year-old Jeremy Davis was shot and killed in that robbery. Investigators say they were able to identify the vehicle both Gadsden and Alston used in the robbery, which helped them make the arrest. Now let's take a close look at the surveillance video. Richland deputies say this man stole a car back in November. It happened at the Wash World on Leedsburg Road. Deputies say the man stole the car while a woman went back into the business to get the rest of her clothing. The car is a silver and black 1094 Chevrolet Caprice. If you recognize the man, call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC. And in other news, there was a fatal motorcycle crash in Orangeburg County last night. The Highway Patrol says the motorcycle crossed into traffic on Highway 301 near Snake Swamp Road. The bike hit a pickup truck. Troopers say the person on the bike was not wearing a helmet and was killed on the crash. The person's name has not been identified. I-77 is back open now after a crash near Bluff Road shut down all lanes a short while ago. The Columbia Fire Department says a person was ejected from a vehicle in the accident. Emergency crews were able to reopen all the lanes of traffic about 40 minutes ago. There's no word yet on the condition of those involved in the wreck. And if you're traveling for the holidays today, you're not alone. Today is expected to be one of the busiest travel days of the year, with millions of people packing up to spend time with their loved ones. And there are big changes for airline passengers. Don Champion reports from New York's LaGuardia Airport.
At Chicago's O'Hare Airport, long lines formed early this morning.
You got to have a lot of patience on a day like today.
Nearly 6 million people are expected to fly over the holidays. AAA reports airfares are cheaper this year, with the average round-trip ticket costing $174. At New York's busy LaGuardia Airport, thick fog delayed flights. Jill Gardner is heading to Austin.
I'm hoping that today will be a little bit smoother and the transition for catching other planes won't be so bad.
Security is also tight this year with increased screenings, especially on international flights.
TSA officials tell CBS News more passengers will likely pass through body scanners. The technology has evolved. A generic figure has replaced an individual's image to protect privacy.
Hopefully it doesn't back up the travels too much, but security is really at its top right now.
In the Pacific Northwest, continued rain and snow could cause headaches for drivers. For the first time, AAA predicts 100 million Americans will travel more than 50 miles from home between Christmas and New Year's. Gas prices averaging $2 a gallon are encouraging more people to get behind the wheel. Don Champion, CBS News, LaGuardia Airport.
Now, the body scanning machines can detect non-metallic explosives, which is what officials say terrorists are trying to smuggle on planes. In other words, a record number of people are expected to drive 50 miles or more during the holiday season in our state. That is according to the AAA of the Carolinas. And if you are among those who will be driving, you can expect to pay about $1.76 a gallon. You heard that right. And according to GasBuddy.com in Columbia, you'll pay as low as $1.55. Now, 26 new jobs are on the way to Clarendon County. Advanta plans to invest $2.6 million in their existing facility in Manning. The company specializes in materials handling applications for auto, energy, defense, and industries. And take note, hiring will begin in the third quarter of next year. Now, Clemson's success on the football field is leading to big sales at sporting stores. Stores in the Low Country say since Clemson hit #1, the college football polls, their sales have been overtaken by the Gamecocks merchandise. The owner of the Fan Zone in North Charleston tells the Post and Courier the Gamecock merchandise used to outsell Clemson 3-1. This year, it has changed to Clemson outselling Carolina merchandise 4-1. Now, if you're wondering what's the forecast for Christmas Day, stay with us. Efren will take a closer look when we come back. And an unusual streak across the sky out west. We'll tell you what it was and what states were able to see it. A streak of light could be seen across the skies of California, Nevada, and Arizona. Many people took video of the sight, wondering what it may have been. The U.S. Strategic Command says it was the debris of a Russian rocket that was launched days ago. Now, for other things we can see in the sky, Efren Infante join us now with the forecast.
Pretty sure that we wouldn't be able to see it here. There's been just way too much cloud coverage and too much rain. In fact, the amount of rain we've had over the last few days has been a lot. And the rain now that we're having quite a bit of rain moving through parts of Georgia into the upstate. And you can see all the showers and storms that are developing, just a lot of it. And it's moving through. Showers and storms already moving through the upstate. And as far as our neck of the woods, you can see that very light showers are moving through a little bit more into far southwestern portions of Aiken County. But outside of that, we are still under a flash flood watch. This covers most of the Midlands. This goes and in effect now until Thursday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, as far as the amount of rainfall we had, we broke a record yesterday. We ended up at the airport 2.74 inches of rain. The ground is completely, totally saturated, and hence, because of that and the amount of rain that we're still going to be getting, there's a river flood warning right now for the Congaree River. This is in effect until Saturday morning about 11:27. Another one for the Enoree River. This goes until Saturday afternoon. And then finally, the last one is for the Saluda River until Friday at 2:12 in the afternoon. Because of a lot of the rain, the flood warning is primarily for the rivers themselves. And temperatures are insanely warm. 71 in Lexington, 73 in Orangeburg, 73 in Bishopville. A little bit cooler where they had more rain up at Newberry at 64 degrees. Here in Columbia, 72 degrees, overcast skies. It is flat out muggy out there. Winds for now out of the south at 9 miles an hour. Now, there is a severe weather threat, a moderate, a pretty decent one in the Mississippi Valley. For us, though, it has now included a slight risk for the upstate into most portions of the west and northern parts of the Midlands with a marginal risk for the eastern part of the Midlands. And the setup, the way we're going is that the showers and storms will intensify in the upstate, moving towards the Midlands, and then by 3 o'clock, a first round, a second round by about 6 or 7 o'clock, and then it'll be quickly out of here, and then we'll be dealing with a little bit of light rain thereafter. Highs today, pretty much in the lower to middle 70s. Here in Columbia, we're expecting a high of 74 degrees with the possibility of rain and very strong winds gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Overnight tonight, some light rain with a low of 67 degrees, as all of the Midland lows will generally be in the lower to middle 60s. The rain will continue possibly into tomorrow with a shower or a thunderstorm for Christmas Eve, but get a load of that. 80 degrees for Christmas Eve. Get ready for a suntan on Christmas Day, 81 degrees, then into the upper 70s with the weekend showers possible, but another chance for showers and storms by Monday. So Christmas looks pretty good, but as far as today, the News 19 Weather Alert team is already on deck, and we're going to be watching very carefully. Let's just get through this and get to Christmas.
You know what? At least Christmas Day is good for us.
Yes, it's going to be really good here in the Midlands.
We can look forward to that.
Absolutely.
Great. Now, you've probably heard of distracted driving. Now, cell phone use is also causing distracted walking. Smartphone use is at an all-time high, and that's leading to more people getting injured when they walk. Kenneth Craig has that story.
It's a familiar sight on streets across America. People walking with their eyes on their phone instead of the road. The Urban Dictionary even has a word for it: pedestrian.
10 years ago, it would be rare to see people on their phones, and now almost everybody that I see is on their phone.
We spotted Jordan Benston video chatting while crossing the street.
You definitely shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but I still do it.
The internet is full of videos of people on their phones having accidents. But some can be more serious, like this woman walking into a fountain, or this man accidentally falling on the train tracks. No train was approaching at the time. Distracted walking injuries are becoming so common, the National Safety Council, or NSC, is including them in its annual injury report for the first time. The group says the numbers have jumped with the growth of cell use, from less than 500 15 years ago to more than 2,000 in 2011.
It's common for distracted pedestrians to fall on the sidewalk or wander into traffic. But the NSC found 52% of the walking injuries actually happen at home.
When you think about the home environment, some of the most dangerous situations can be on stairs where people could have a really bad fall.
Debbie Hersman from the NSC says common injuries include sprains and concussions, and she believes these accidents will increase as more people use cell phones. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, New York.
There you have it, no pet texting. When we come back, we're going to head to the Mr. Food Test kitchen.
Have you decided what will be the star of your holiday table this year? Whether you did or didn't, we have an idea that you will love.
Welcome back. This afternoon, Mr. Food Test Kitchen is cooking one of Howard's favorite holiday meals.
With Christmas dinner right around the corner, now is the time that you should be thinking about what to serve. How about going all out and serving prime rib? And just in case you're not familiar with how to cook one, let me show you, and it's really simple. We start by picking up a standing rib roast. I suggest getting it boneless, which makes it a whole lot easier when it comes to carving. As for the size, the rule of thumb is about 3/4 pound per person. Now, to give this lots of flavor, we rub it with a mixture of kosher salt, coarsely ground pepper, thyme, as well as some garlic and onion powder. Just make sure you place it on a rack, fat side up. This way, the drippings will help keep it nice and moist. Okay, into a hot oven it'll go to seal in its juices. And after a bit, turn down the oven so it cooks low and slow. Takes about 20-25 minutes per pound for medium rare. And once it's done, tent it with foil and let it rest for about 15 minutes. This keeps it juicy. While it's resting, we'll deglaze the pan with a bit of red wine and some beef broth. What you end up with is slice after slice of pure heaven. After one bite, you'll know why this is one of my favorites. I hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our roasted prime rib of beef so you can share one of my family traditions with your family and friends. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we unveiled a special way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thanks, Howard. Still ahead, Steve Harvey could be coming back to Miss Universe pageant. Details on that deal in just minutes. Now, despite the embarrassing end to Miss Universe pageant, Entertainment Tonight is reporting Steve Harvey will likely return to host the pageant. The comedian signed a multi-year contract to host the Miss Universe pageant just days before he mixed up the winners of the pageant and called out the wrong woman's name. Lucky for him. Now, for the first time, Beatles music will be available on a wide range of streaming services starting just after midnight. The Beatles catalog will be available on services such as Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Prime, and Google Play. Albums such as A Hard Day's Night, Abbey Road, Let It Be, and some Greatest Hits collection will be included in the streaming services. Now, country music star Kenny Rogers says he wants to bring a Dollywood-style theme park to Georgia. He told The Guardian that he wants to put the park 40 miles north of Atlanta on an island. The park, Kennyland or Kenny World, would be more high-tech than Dollywood, according to Rogers. He says it will be a place where singers, writers, and songwriters will want to come. Now, News 19 is helping you get ready for New Year's Eve. We're giving you a chance to go win an awesome prize package for the famously hot celebration in Colombia. To enter, just go to the WLTX Facebook page. The package includes a night at the USC Inn, a dinner for two on New Year's Eve, plus tickets to a ton of cool places around town. The winner will be announced tomorrow at News 19 at 6. Don't miss it. Now, for parents and grandparents, if you want to help the kids track Santa tomorrow night, there's a few options to help you see where he is on his sleigh ride. Google recently rolled out its Santa Tracker, complete with interactive games. Super Kiddos Studio also offers a free Santa Tracker app that allows you to follow the oversized elf every move at any time. And of course, you can track Santa on the NORAD system. The site this year includes games, videos, and music. Fun, fun. Now, during the October flood, we showed you videos of businesses on Garner's Ferry Road underwater. Many of you have since asked News 19 why some of those businesses are still standing and have not yet been demolished. We've been talking to Richland County officials about who makes the decision to tear them down or not. We'll have that story when you join us at Friends at 5. Don't miss it.
Yeah, it looks like that we're going to be dealing with a little bit more cleanup because a lot more showers are coming through, and the radar shows that we're expecting a lot more showers coming in from the west, coming into Atlanta, and we are under a slight risk for severe weather. The potential, basically most of the Midlands with a marginal risk in the eastern and southern extreme portions of the Midlands. We're going for a 90% chance of showers and storms today, a high 74, but